What's up, people? So, I have been doing game development for a while now. Up until now, I haven't been using any game engine. I have been making all my games from scratch. So I kind of told my friends that I was making games from scratch, and they introduced me to Unity. And the conversation went something like, "Hey, yo, bro, I just made a game. Yeah, you wanna try it out?" And then he was like, "Hold up, what game engine did you use?" And I was like, "Huh?" And he was like, "Bro, if you want people to play your game, you gotta use a well-known game engine, something like Unreal, Unity, or Frostbite." Since I wanted to make games that people would play, I decided to whip up Google and look for the best game engine that I could use. After spending hours on doing research on which game engine to use, I decided that I'll go with Unity. So I decided to watch a few Brackeys tutorials on Unity, and I thought I was progressing very well. So I hopped off, created a new Unity project, and started my very first game. Since I'm a university student, I have a lot of time on my hand, so I decided to make the game in 1 week. And see what I did there? Let me just... Now that we've taken care of the first problem, which was the time problem, I had another problem, the art problem. You see, my art skills are off the chart, and I totally failed my art classes in high school. So knowing that, I decided to think and do some research. So I decided to go with a minimalistic game design. So I found Flappy Bird. So I tried to make some image assets for my game, and I pat myself in the back because I did pretty well. So after a while of figuring out how to work with Photoshop, I decided to simply go with simple shapes. Yeah, that's right. I'll just simply go with shapes, and yeah, those will be my characters. So I created a circle, a square, and a triangle, and you know how it goes. So after drawing the shapes, I opened up Unity and started working. So I cooked up a script that simply spawns triangles, and just like that, we're done with the level. So now we have obstacles spawning randomly. I didn't have any gameplay, so I decided to yoink Flappy Bird's gameplay, and now we got gameplay. Sweet! So that was Saturday done. So I shut down my PC, then went to sleep. So we woke up into Sunday and the game looked quite epic. But hypothetically, if someone was to play the game, all they would have been doing is pretty much tapping and making sure that the whatever shape they have doesn't die. So I decided to be creative so that I do not bore the hypothetical gamer. So what I decided to do was to add a score system. Yeah, very creative, I know. Pat on the back. So I created a score system where the player earns points every single time they pass an obstacle or a triangle, pretty much, inside my head. So when I was playing the game, I found out there was something missing, and that was the shop. Because right now you can earn points, but you can't really spend them. So I went ahead and I created a few colors as skins, and I created a few different extra shapes so that you can buy shapes with the points you earn from the game. So yeah, it was looking kind of neat at this point. So it was a good idea to add a shop system, but my design skills are equivalent to that of a rat, if that makes any sense. Anyways, so I struggled trying to make the design system, and it ended up looking very shitty. So yeah, so inside the shop right now you can buy different shapes, you can buy colors and different upgrades. It's not different upgrades, it's just one upgrade, so nothing much there. So I went back to my friend and I told him that I made the game using Unity, and I told him to try it out. So when he tried it out, he was like, "What the fuck is the achievement section, bro?" And then he told me that all the great games like Call of Duty, yeah, they all have achievements. So I went back to the drawing board and I decided to add achievements to the game. So since I was feeling lazy, I pretty much added the same achievement 3 times. So it's like, yeah, increases in difficulty pretty much. And I made the achievements give you rewards pretty much. Now at this point, the game was basically done. Now all I had to do was to add mobile support so that when you tap the screen, you jump. And yeah, and then I exported it, I built it into mobile, and yeah, now I'm testing it on my phone. So the game seemed to be working fine on my phone and looking fine. So I decided to give it out to my few friends so they can, test it out. Big mistake. They were like, "Ayo man, why does the game look like vomit?" And yeah, so I decided to go back and fix that. So I googled how to make a horrible game look amazing, and boy was I in luck, because a Brackeys tutorial on post-processing came up. So I decided to get started with post-processing. So after messing around with a few post-processing effects, I decided to go with the Vignati effect, which kind of gives a good creates a great ambient feel for the game, and it also, yeah, I don't know anything else, pretty much makes the game look better than it was. And I also went with a color grading effect, and I decided to go with the cooler colors. So yeah, now my game is cool, epic. Now since I have already decided to make this game a mobile game, I decided to run ads into the game so that they can make some of that paper, if you know what I'm saying. So you can kind of support me with my university student life. Yeah, that. Speaking of advertisements, this video is brought to you by Shapes. It's a free-to-play game, mobile game. It is fun. It was definitely not made by a beginner. And yeah, download link is down below in the description, and feel free to support this channel. So pretty much, as I was saying before I got rudely interrupted, was that I added ads to the game. So I added 3 types of ads pretty much. Yeah, so the first kind is pretty much an ad you see after playing every 7 matches. So yeah, you can skip that one. And the next one is the ad at the shop screen where you can watch ads to get more points. And the other ones, the last types, is the ads you get to see when you die. So pretty much you can watch an ad to to double your coins, or you can watch an ad to revive after you die in the game. So I decided to test the game before I distributed it to my friends, because I learned a lesson. So as I was testing the game, I realized there was one major problem, and that is, you know what, let me just let you figure it out. I'm gonna just play the game right now and see if you can figure it out. So yeah, the game didn't have any sound or music or sound effects whatsoever. And I ain't no producer, but luckily I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who knows another guy who knows a guy who's a sound engineer, producer. I don't know what they're called, man. So I hit him up and I bullied him, and the conversation went something like this. "Yo, bro, B, I hear you make music around the streets." And he was like, "Yeah, bro, I make music." So I kind of explained the whole gist of the situation I was in, and I was like, "Yeah, man, so you gonna make the music for me?" And he was like, "Nah, you gotta pay me." And that's when I decided to resort to plan B. So I told him, "Listen, Nitwit, if you don't make the music to my game right now, I'ma beat you to a pulp and take your lunch money." And it worked like a charm. I mean, man, he quickly hopped onto his laptop and cooked up a nice song for my game, and
it was amazing.
So if you want to listen to the music will be in this channel or in Spotify. The link will be down below in the description. So yeah, by the way, visit him, pay him a visit, subscribe, and yeah, let him know that you came from me. So, I don't have to bully him next time. Now that my game is fixed and everything else is done, I just need to, put it onto the Play Store. So what I did do was I built the game again so that I can put it onto the Play Store. So guys, that's how I made a video game in one weekend. Well, it was much longer than a weekend, but the initial gameplay was done in one weekend. I did all the adjustments throughout the following week, but I made the game in one weekend. That's the whole point of this. So I'm kind of out of ideas now, but if you have any ideas for the game, you can comment down below in the description. So slap like and slap subscribe, or else I slap you. Peace. Finally done the recording, and it took hours. Wait, we're still rolling. Yeah, just make sure you slap and subscribe. Oh my goodness, it actually works.